Hyderabad-based VEM Technologies Private Limited has said that it is already manufacturing the central fuselage for the Tejas Mark 1A program for Hindustan Aeronautics and is interested in being part of the supply chain for the Tejas Mark 2 and AMCA program. VEM Technologies is also setting up an integrated defense systems facility in Hyderabad with an investment of 1,000 crore rupees. VEM Technologies is also in charge of making a full-scale ground testing model of the AMCA that will be used for radar cross-section measurement and calibration. That will be conducted at DRDO's Open Range Testing Facility near Hyderabad. Bharat Earth Movers Limited has inaugurated an engine design and development center at its existing Mysore complex today that will be involved in further development of 1,500 horsepower Bharat Power pack engines to combat vehicles research and development establishment that will be used on the DRDO's next generation main battle tank. The facility will also be used to manufacture the Bharat Power pack engines when it enters production, as it is currently undergoing internal developmental trials on board an Arjun Mark 1 tank. The engine is designed to work at an altitude of 16,400 feet and temperatures as low as -20 degrees Celsius and as high as 52 degrees Celsius, and it can also be adapted to power the next generation infantry fighting vehicle. After putting the 30 Predator drone deal worth $4.5 billion on hold, the Indian government is now considering the acquisition of a long-range unmanned aerial vehicle with strike capabilities that is being developed by a private Indian firm in partnership with an Israeli defense manufacturer. The Indian firm's contribution to the project will be as per the Make in India norms prescribed by the government for the UAV to qualify for being considered by the Indian Armed Forces. India's Adani Enterprises and Israel's Elbit Systems has already established a joint venture Adani Elbit Advanced Systems India Limited in Hyderabad, which is already exporting Hermes 900 UAV to international customers. While the Hermes 900 is mainly used for reconnaissance and surveillance operations, but Elbit Systems has said that the Hermes 900 can be armed. There is also a possibility that the Indo-Israeli long-range armed UAV can be a completely new unmanned aerial vehicle. The new helicopter factory of Hindustan Aeronautics in Tumakuru is all set to start Phase 1 operations. Establishment of facilities like structural assembly, final assembly line, helipad, flight hangar, air traffic control and other buildings have completed. A light utility helicopter has already been manufactured at the facility and will be rolled out during the inauguration that will be attended by Prime Minister Modi. The facility has the capacity to build 30 light utility helicopters per year, and this can be upgraded to 60 helicopters per year, and HAL is hopeful of eventually bagging an order for over 180 light utility helicopters. A contingent from the Indian Air Force is participating in the Tactical Leadership Program with Su-30 fighter jets that is being held by the Egyptian Air Force Weapons School in Cairo, Egypt. The Su-30 flew alongside the F-16 Rafale and MiG-29 aircraft of the Egyptian Air Force in a number of day and night missions that included air-to-ground and air-to-air combat scenarios and combat search and rescue activity. The Indian Air Force is also taking part with its aircrew as well as instructors that will give a chance to showcase their reach and capability and also deepen military cooperation. The Ministry of Defense has granted in principle approval to a program for the development of indigenous satellite communication terminals under the Make 2 category that will replace Israeli SATCOM terminals that are housed on warships, submarines and naval aircraft, and will connect them with the naval satellite GSAT-7 to relay real-time information and data. The SATCOM terminals will have C-band and Ku-band compatibility with greater speeds of data and communication.